Welcome back to Renegades GCM. Today we have a matchup between Pudding and Nami. We choose to go first, so we're going to draw our Dawn, play our Pudding Searcher, grabbing that 10-drop Big Mom, and passing the turn. So Nami's a self-mill deck. Uh, runs a lot of events, a lot of counter power. So they just got their Dawn and passed the turn to us. Alright, so we have 3 of the 10-drop Big Moms in hand, which is kind of insane. We know they have a lot of counters, so we're just trying to pressure that hand early. We don't expect to get hits in right away, but we just want to deplete that hand size down a little bit. Here you see I messed up with they got a plus 1,000 for the turn. I went 5 into 6, but it still ramped us to Dawn and exposed some life. We have a Beiji on top, followed by, it looks like a Yamato. Passing the turn back to the opponent. Here we're going to try to ramp to get to that 10 down as fast as possible. They take out our Pudding, which is fine. They deploy their Margarita, blocker on play, draw card. Kaya, draw 2, trash 2. Nami draws a lot of cards. They go through their deck very fast. Alright, so opponent passes it back to us. We draw the 6-drop blocker Sanji. We're going to deploy Miss All Sunday, drawing a card. And then we're going to go 6 into 5 here, because they don't have any Dawn open. And they have a blocker, which they do utilize. And just pass back to them. So next turn will be at what? Let's see. So they what they do? They just use Sanji's peel off and pass turn, leaving 3 open Dawn. Alright, so we have the 3 10-drop Big Moms, 2 9-drop Big Moms, a couple of the zero-cost events. So we are at 9. We're going to deploy the Big Mom, the 9-drop, gain a life. We're going to put the Kaya. Do we want to? Yeah, we're going to put it on the bottom of their deck. And we're just going to go 5 into 5 here. So Nami isn't really much of an aggressive deck, but there are some build variants that do put a little bit more aggression out. So having the life gain does help, but not as much against Nami. The trick with Nami is you want to just kind of make swings, like not overcommit swings, just enough for them to forcing them to overcommit on their counter power. So here comes another Kaya, draw 2, trash 2. They're at 28 cards left in their deck, 27. So this is the new Nami that came out in OP09. It's when attacking, you can look for an event out of the top X cards of your deck. So here we're on 10 drop. We're going to play the 10 drop Big Mom, gaining another life, trashing a card. Go 5 into 5, revealing 2 more cards. We're at 2, 4, 6 life already. So they're going to play a counter effect. They're at 6k. Here I messed up again. I went 5 into 6. That white snake or whatever that effect is, it's giving them 1,000 for the turn. It really messes me up. So here we're going to go 9 into 6. They have 1 open Dawn. They take that hit. Waiting to see if the trigger they want to activate. They choose not to, so they just end. So yeah, they don't have anything, so it's on us. Just passing back to them. The opponent's now at 10 Dawn as well. A lot of cards in hand. They're going to go 5 into Miss All Sunday here. Like, at time, I'm just going to let it go. I mean, it could save it, but I don't want to over counter. Here they're going to go 1,000 in just because they can look at the top 5 cards when they attack for a blue event. There are 25 cards left in deck. 24. And they got a Desert Spada. We're going to have no blocks on this. We're going to let it hit for nothing. They pass back on us. We're going to do another 10-drop Big Mom here. Gaining a life, trashing a life. That trashing that Sanji's peel off was huge. so they didn't get the trigger effect. So they're going to counter up. 24 cards left in their deck. It's important to keep track of Nami's deck size because they win when they're out of cards. So they're just rearranging some cards with their event. We're going to go 9 into 5 here. We don't expect many of these to connect with the amount of cards in open dawn they have, but we still have to pressure because their deck will be gone before we realize it. So they must have. What they do? Oh, they're bouncing the card back to hand. Then they discard to get out. And here we're going to go 12 into 5. They're going to use their blocker here. So they still have a lot of dawn, a lot of cards. So another Kaya. Going to draw them 2. And that Nami, when attacking, can search him for another event. So they're going to play another Kaya to draw 2, trash 2. They're going to go 1,000 into one of the big moms just to try to get that. And they got Gum Gum. What'd they get? So no block. Not sure why I'm delaying here. There we go. So they got a Gum Gum Giant Gabble. Passing back to us, another 10-drop Big Mom. You're gaining another one, trashing one. Going 9 into 5. I believe we're like 8 life right now. So they're going to use. There are 18 cards left in their deck. I mean, they're running out of cards in hand. They're getting pretty low. They're at 4 cards. We're going to go 12 into 5 here. They have 5 open dawn. Yeah, like I said, we're sitting at 8 life. They're going to go up to 9. Nice thing with the Nami deck, it's actually pretty budget friendly too for new beginners. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but so they must not have had enough counter like they thought, or they were just trying to draw cards. I think they were going to take the hit, but they were just trying to deplete their deck a little bit. All right, so we're going to go 12 again. Like I said, we don't expect every one of these attacks to hit. They're at 14. And then we're going to go 5. We know this ain't going to hit, but we're going to use the, so we're going to choose to go after the 1K. There you go. We need to get that off the board. They're already at 13 cards left in deck. So they're going to be at 11. So this is like their turn to get that deck gone. They're going to do it. Let's see. They're down to 9. It's scary when you're against Nami and their deck is that low. They're at 7. So the amount of life we have is irrelevant due to the fact that our opponent doesn't care about getting us to 0 life. They want to get to 0 deck size. Seven cards left in deck. Waiting to see what the opponent chooses to do. I think they're thinking if they can get down more cards out of their deck. They have 5 open Dawn here. Thing with the Nami deck is over the course of the game, new set releases, they've been getting little pieces here and there. Alright, so we really don't need to play anything here. We're just trying to close out the game. So we're just going to go 17 into 5. I drew a card. We're at 6 cards. Four cards. Still 4 cards in deck. 2 cards. Oh man. 1 card left in deck. Oh, that was so close, guys. See how close that game? That was insane. Alright, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe for more One Piece content.